Thank you for that nice introduction, and thank you for everybody for coming this morning. It's really my pleasure today to talk about the David Schindler Professorship, which was, as mentioned, was funded by an anonymous donation to Trent. And it was named after David Schindler, who's one of Canada's leading ecologists and environmental scientists, has been really leading a crusade for the last few decades to improve Canada's environmental policy and to make our environment cleaner. So it was really a great honor for me to be able to assume the professorship that was named after Dave 2 years ago. And I just want to take a few minutes to talk about what this professorship has meant to me and my professional life. So the professorship allowed the biology department at Trent to hire someone, and that ended up being me. And this was in an atmosphere of somewhat of financial problems for the university, where we had sort of an ongoing series of hiring freezes, and there weren't really a lot of positions being created. And so with that atmosphere, it was actually very exciting when Trent was able to hire a professor in aquatic science, which was a position that I was well suited for. And this was particularly exciting for the university because it has a strategic research vision and maintains a level of excellence in aquatic science within Canada. So if you look across Canada and you say which university really excels in this area, Trent would be one of the top. And so to be able to hire a professor in aquatic science, which is, again, something I was well suited for, it created something where there was going to be nothing. So after I was able to assume the position, the professorship brought along with it some funds, which allowed us to buy some new equipment and to pay the salaries of one of my graduate students. So this has furthered my research and allowed us to do things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to do. It also has been really significant because along with the funds that came with the professorship, I'm able to organize a lecture series every year. And Trent being somewhat of a small university, we don't get a lot of external speakers and such coming here. And so when we were able to create something like a lecture series, this is really great for the university and for the academic atmosphere. So with the lecture series and dedicated funds that allow us to bring someone, we're able to bring a leading researcher under the name of the David Schindler Professorship, which sort of enhances our academic atmosphere. But the lecture is also designed to have that person talk to the public. So we've had one lecture so far, and that was this last spring, and there was over 200 people who came to listen to an expert that I was able to invite from Dartmouth University, and she talked about algae. And it was a mixture of students and faculty, but there was probably at least 50% of the audience that came from the public to hear about what you would think might not be the most interesting topic, but algae is actually something people want to talk about or listen to. So we have another one planned for this year, and I think it's going to be also a considerable success. And finally, I'd say what the professorship does is it gives me a platform to raise awareness about water and environmental issues. When you're a professor, there's sort of you feel a special responsibility to teach students and to educate the public about issues related to what you do research on. And having a professorship actually raises your profile and makes that job a little bit easier. So as you can see, there's a considerable difference that philanthropy through the professorship has made for both me and my students, and with that I would just say thank you.